This is Earthrise, but it still has this big G1 throwback. Alright guys, welcome to the channel. This is a figure from our 2020 Christmas toy haul. Go check out that video, by the way. It's narrated by Healthy.
Yes, guys. So definitely this came one of the rather substantial collection that the Cyber channel got for the 2020 year. Let's take a look at the box art. Oh, there he is. There's our guy running at the fight with the blaster on his arm. I like this action shot. Trailbreaker. And so one thing that's kind of interesting with Siege.
It's actually Earthrise. But I mean, it is part of the...
Yeah, Earthrise, right. Sorry.
Mine.
Is that they have... So if you put these all together, you can actually make a figure. So, and I don't know if we kept our other Earthrise ones. There's this red thing that... Here, let's just show you this real quick.
It says Dead Universe.
Yeah, I don't know. I know that the next one, Kingdom, is going to apparently feature animals of some kind.
Optimus Primal, the Beast Wars.
There's a bunch of them. Cheaters in there.
Cheetor, not Cheater.
Cheater. So, anyway, you can... I don't know what this is supposed to do, but... Anyway, so if you put all these together, it forms something.
Unicron.
Whatever it is.
Maybe.
Yeah, I don't know. All right, and here they are, the cast and crew of this. I have not actually watched it on Netflix. I don't know if it's good or not. I would.
Wait, no, that's Siege. Siege is on Netflix.
Well, War for Cybertron is there. There's, I think they're just calling the series War for Cybertron, aren't they?
Yeah, I watched the entire season. I mean, it was Optimus Prime was a different voice completely, like he is and like animated and stuff.
So I think this is very clever art here, because they actually screened out the 4-wheel drive that's on this, and you can see from the side a lot of the vehicle kibble is not present, but now you can see the vehicle kibble is present.
Yeah, he suffers from a few sicknesses.
He's got this huge underhang.
He suffers from I can see your arms and legs-itis.
Yeah, I don't love this one, to be honest.
Other than that, though,
you can kind of tuck it in a little bit so you can get the wheels to roll, but I mean, look at that's barely any clearance. I'm not a fan of that. The wheels on this one are not pinned in, unfortunately. But
that's still cool.
So, as to the story for this guy, yeah, let's take a look at this, and I'll talk about the story here in a second. So you can see very, very strong G1 stylings on this guy. A little bit differently with the wheels and stuff. His gun goes on the camper. So these are the old Toyota Hilux trucks that they would just put a camper on, and this is why you want that. But so this is very, very authentic to both G1 and the trucks at the time. Now, as far as where this is going, these, Leo is correct, these are insanely expensive in the G1s. And they're little tiny, not very complex toys. But they're like sometimes up to hundreds of dollars, just because I think they're fairly rare. So Trailbreaker is a character I've always loved. He's one of my favorite characters in all of Transformers. But I don't love Transformers as a whole enough to go throw that kind of money at that kind of toy. Just it.
So we got the replacement.
It is just a little too hard to consider. But I bought every Trailbreaker I can find in every other line except for G1. And who knows, maybe we'll find a G1 Trailbreaker or G2 if they made it G2. I don't actually know.
I think he might have been one of the guys to die in the movie.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't remember the movie well enough. But if we come across some G1, of course, that'll be something definitely we pick up. But this one I do like a lot. It very, like these colorations on these stripes, very, very much on the money. So they did a great job with this in vehicle mode. Even though it's a little Frankenstein-y, but
Frankenstein.
warts and all, it's still pretty cool.
Frankenstein.
I really kind of wish they would have made this slightly larger, the vehicle larger, to actually hide all this stuff. But as it is, I think he's very cool in vehicle mode.
Dude.
Very, very unique though. You don't see a lot of the vehicles that look quite like that.
In robots?
And that's actually one of the go ahead. And that's actually one of the nice things about War for Cybertron.
First, let's take off the gun.
Is the throwback to G1.
Then let's take this part off.
Which I believe they did with Jack also. In the color anyway.
Alright. Then let's put this front part up like so. You know, it actually looks like one of them combiner foots. You just have to fold the wheels in, which is not actually a part of the transformation. Anyway, twist the arms. And if you want extra G1 to it, all you need to do, this gun goes in this hand, and it goes in so far it looks like it's actually mounted to the hand.
Yeah, that's very classic look for his blaster.
Yeah, alright. Almost looks like a laser gun.
Yeah, it is. I mean, basically.
Like a laser beam, sorry. Alright.
There's his pew-pew gun.
Then,
Pew, 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 pew.
since we have it like this, let's flip up these parts. Panels. Alright. Then, to get the arms out fully, we're going to want to first untab the legs.
Yeah, you got a little game of hide legs going on there.
And then you're going to fold those out. Like so. And then these parts will go up like this. And then this part extends out. Flip the head up. This is more of a Combiner Wars head than anything. Then put this part down. And don't forget his shoulder cannon. And,
You can't forget that shoulder cannon.
and that engine that's there for some random reason.
that's where we store them. Everybody stores engines there.
And if you want, you can, if you don't have a place for the camper, then you can make it a shield.
Yeah, because it doesn't really serve any purpose other than hiding his kibble anyway. Yeah, so we got the shoulder-mounted missile here. We've got...
But there he is in robot mode.
We've got...
We got his, like, shoulder cape things.
I'm not super in love with this, I'm going to be honest
And you
here.
get there's also some vehicle kibble.
Yeah, there it is.
There's his shoulder capes.
Articulation's a little odd here. Really odd, actually. So can this spin around and be... Oh, you have to put it on the other way, I guess. Huh. Okay. So...
He has a big pot belly.
He does, yeah.
But except it's a truck belly.
it's the front, it's the hood belly. So his, like, if you look at this, the overall impression that we're getting out of this is definitely Combiner Wars. However, you can see it's got the classic G1 because G1 like to have human-shaped faces on almost all their characters in the first rendition of that show. So they would have humanoid features to almost all the robots, which they really got away from in the later parts. Oh, does this? Okay. Definitely looks very Trailbreaker-ish, very black, very orange, very gray. He seems like he stands okay as well. His joints are a little bit loose, but it seems like they hold pretty well though, also.
He is from our Christmas toy haul.
Indeed he is.
He has this big pot belly that he sports.
Yeah. He's a cool figure. I like him in both modes, actually.
Trailbreaker-ish. Now, to see the transformation back, shall we?
Might as well.
Well, first, let me just say, if they would have came up with a clever way to get this out of here, this little peg thing here, it would have been better, because now that you have that thing out of the way, it made the illusion come true. Instead of him just looking like he killed it.
You can you plug the... Oh, you can't plug the shield into it, huh? Well, I think that's... Yeah, I don't know. It's cool either way.
Yes,
I'm just happy we actually got a good Trailbreaker. I mean, the Trailbreaker.
Oh, yeah.
The Trailbreaker that was
I forgot to tell you something.
Combiner Wars, or was he Trail Cutter? He might have been Trail Cutter, or was Trail Cutter the one in Prime Beast Hunters?
Prime Beast Hunters.
Yeah, that was an awesome Trail Cutter also. Trailbreaker, Trail Cutter. The Trailbreaker in Combiner Wars was good, but it was basically just a recolor of
Ironhide.
Like off-road and I think Ironhide.
Alright. Oh yeah, so if you have it onto this, you already have it mounted on for in vehicle mode. So we're just going to put that off to the side. Lift up it. Oh, that must have hurt if you were a human. And then you're going to want to take these parts and put them back here. And then you're going to want to play a game of hide the head. You know, it's good because with that thing there, you see that? Mm-hmm. It hides the head from view completely.
Unless you take them apart. Unless you dismantle them.
Alright, you're going to want to put them like this. You're going to want to keep this up. You're going to want to put these parts back into place. You're going to want to put these parts also back into place. Like this. And you also could want to flip the arms around like that. Let me just get it. Yeah, like that. You don't want to... Okay. Yeah, like this. Okay? You're going to want to put this part down finally. And then these parts, the arms, they'll just tab in. Or sorry, not tab in, but...
Yeah, the transmission is a little unusual in that the arms go towards the front of the vehicle rather than the back.
Yeah, rather than... But I mean, with the legs, there's barely enough space to put the arms.
It is. It's a little funky to try to get it past. It's easier if you put the arms towards the front of the vehicle first. That's what I found anyway. So if you do that part first.
So when you finally got that arm, so since you got this big potbelly truck front, here first you're gonna want to. There's just like a little tab thing here. There, finally, the exhausting front is done. Finally turn that around.
So usually I plug the legs and the arms in last myself, but you can do it either way.
And this will go like slide back in, and then just taboo all the legs into place. You're gonna work. Sometimes it does not like to cooperate. Oh wait, there we go. And you got yourself a Frankenstein truck, and to cover up his shame.
Yeah, just we're back to vehicle mode. So one of the things I'll tell you guys, this is hanging a little low. If you press on the center, you can get it to tuck in just a little bit more and give yourself just a touch more clearance. And it doesn't seem like a lot, maybe like a 1/16 of an inch or so, but it quite literally is the difference between whether or not it'll roll. So you can see there, just with those little adjustments I made, we managed to get enough clearance now to actually get the wheels to roll, which is naturally what you want wheels to do. But there he is, guys. Yes, indeed, the overall pretty good Trailbreaker, guys, from War For Cybertron, Earthrise, guys, the Deluxe class version of Trailbreaker, maybe the best that guy has ever been. Even though there's a lot of things I would have liked to have been a little bit different on this, that might be the best version of Trailbreaker we've ever seen. But guys, if you did enjoy this look at this Earthrise figure, guys, please give us the old thumbs up, guys. Hit the red subscribe button if you've not done so already, guys. If there is a blue notification bell in comments, feel free to use them if you care to do that, guys. Whether there is or not, please come follow us on our Twitter feed for updates to the channel made by myself pretty much when they happen. And guys, you can see Twitter exclusive content such as display shots, which there were a lot of them in 2020. And they're a little bit sporadic, guys. So you just kind of have to check in with us. But hopefully we'll be able to get some of those up in 2021. You can look at all the old ones, though. So if you guys are on Twitter, come follow us there. We would love to have you. But there it is, guys. One last look at Deluxe class Trailbreaker.
The deluxe glass flipping Trailbreaker from Flipping Earthrise.
From the War for Cybertron, guys.
Because he's also flipping.
Was that what you said, flipping? Okay. Thanks for clearing that up. We'll see y'all next time, guys. Bye-bye.